Hey guys, it's Beaver back at you with another episode of Horrible Host, and this week we're featuring a server that team stacks. This was quite interesting because we picked the server based on the name. We are on the server of the Old Man Clan. But when we got in, we realized that the other team is 11 Old Man Clans, guys. So that became a bit of an issue. But today I'm going to talk to you about why you shouldn't team stack your server, whether it's going to be for the benefit or for the worse of the server. When I say that, because in this case it probably was to the benefit of their server, because the games were half decent and they weren't winning every single game, and it was a complete even sort of experience. However, first of all, I'm going to talk about the case when you're team stacking and it affects you positively. So if you're the admin, you are on the winning side. If you are constantly on the winning side and smashing the other team out of the park, then people will begin to question, wait a minute, what's going on here? Why is he always on the winning team? And why does he always have the better team? People start to get angry with you, and people will leave your server, and you won't have a lot of returning players to play at your server, so you're not going to have as well of a running server. It'll be harder for you to find your server getting full. Another more personal story, when I had my own server, I came home one night from the bars and saw about 6 of my friends that were in the menus, and I was wondering, why aren't you guys playing in my server? I know when I left, we were all in there and we were having a great time. And when I had left, the teams were evened out and there was an equal number on both sides. But I guess during the time that I was gone and the server was unattended by an admin, it started out that there was one guy from a Mexican competitive clan. I can't remember the name. He joined the server, and then another one, and then another one. So by the time I got home, the whole one side of my server was filled with this Mexican competitive team that was absolutely destroying my friends. So they didn't like that. However, I said, alright, well, let's go in, let's fight them, let's see what we can come up with. You know, you never know. At least this comes to show we'll have a good game even if we're losing. So we did that, and we got our asses absolutely stomped. So I just kind of went to the moral of the story that if you're going to start stacking one team, then someone will always come in eventually and better you at that. In this case, we are not a Mexican competitive team, myself and my friends. However, we are all half decently good at the game, and with the 3 of us, so myself and my 2 friends, we were able to join forces with the team that we had to create a solid group that worked well together, even though we didn't have the communication, to beat these hosts that were stacking their team. So as you can see from the Noshahr game previously, and this game on Damavand, you'll have noticed that in these past 2 games that we came out and we stomped these guys. So knowing this, we decided, okay, well, so I guess the servers aren't as outbalanced as we thought. So we started to ease up. We really didn't, continue to play as forceful as we had the previous 2 games. So I really don't have any footage from the Conquest match on Tyran Highway or on Caspian, except for one clip. On Caspian, we ran into the issue that we were in the chopper, and our chopper got jet rammed by one of the guys in the Old Man Clan. Normally, that would not bug me, because unlike most people, I consider that anything really does go, and a jet ram is essentially, it is a part of the game, and it is a fair tactic, because you're taking yourself out of the play to sacrifice yourself for the better cause of your team. So you are being penalized for those actions of killing someone in not so nice of a way. However, their server specifically states there is to be no jet ramming, and they did that. So far they've kind of got 2 strikes against them, but I wouldn't call them completely horrible admins or bad admins yet. They're just not the best. However, as we get into this Metro gameplay, this is when they start to become bad admins. On Metro, it was my last game of the night. It was the last game of our night, I should say. And I pulled out the sniper class because I just felt like goofing around. I just wanted to have some fun. I didn't really care to win. I didn't really care to lose. And I was just going to see if I could shoot anyone's head. Run around sniping, I am not the best at. I will be the first one to admit. So I wasn't expecting any exemplary results, and I really didn't get any. If it wasn't for about the 5 medics that kept reviving me, I probably would have had a horrible kill-death ratio. However, it seems I started to get under the skins of one of the admins. After getting, I think it was only about 5 kills, or 6 kills, I got kicked from the server, for reasons unknown. On the other 2 games that you guys saw, the first 2, I played much better, and I set up great scores, and I got MVP both those games. And I don't think they really had a problem with that. This game, however, I got banned, and that ban came after getting 1 headshot back in the server. When you put all these actions together, these guys were not the greatest admins. These were bad admins. And I'd like you guys to remember, do not team stack your server, because it will only negatively impact yourself. Run a great server, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.